Let us join our hearts and minds together in prayer. Holy, eternal one, we give you great thanks and praise for this glorious day, for this occasion that has brought us together in this time and place. We give special thanks for the bright, shining young men and women who we honor here today. We thank you for the chances and challenges that have shaped and formed them for this moment, and for the excellent nurture and support given to them by their families and by the faculty, staff, and administration of the Gow School. We thank you especially for each one of these young men and women, for their unique gifts and strengths, for their courage and will to persevere, even through a pandemic, and for the inspiration that they are to each other, to all of us, and to the world. We welcome your presence here among us now as we celebrate their achievements and mark this time of endings and new beginnings. Help us to savor this special moment in time and give us your joy in our hearts today and always. And let the people say together, Amen.
Thank you, Mother Ann. It's a delight to have you with us. We thank you for your spiritual guidance, your connections with us. We're here. Before we start, look around, say hello to the people around you, greet one another, just say hello, get familiar with each other. Say hello. Hi, Dad. It's good to be together as a community, live together. We're so grateful that these people are graduating, and so much more. I want to recognize some of our volunteer trustees that are in attendance today. They do so many wonderful things behind the scenes to support all of us. Skip Wilday's got a daughter who graduated not long ago and two today. Creighton Murch, class of 64 with two sons here. Paige Payne, whose son will graduate. And a special person, trustee, someone who grew up here in South Wales. I want to ask David Gow, Dr. David Gow, would you please stand and show us how cool you look today? There you go. This is his regalia. And as a volunteer trustee who cares so much about the school, this is our moment to recognize our founder, Peter Gow Jr., his grandfather. This is a school created by a man, a pioneer. It's created this Govian family. And we so honor your grandfather, your father, and the work they did before us. We are so strong because of them. So thank you to the Gow family. Please join me in acknowledging that. So our motto is bear and dare, and we're going to do that. We've done that, and today we finish it out on our 95th commencement. This whole experience could not happen without the great work of our teachers, our faculty, staff. This is a moment, again, where I will ask them to stand so that we can collectively recognize the Gow faculty and staff. Teachers, staff, employees, please stand so we can thank you very, very much. The diplomas are approved by this faculty. We conferred upon these documents in accordance with our absolute charter issued by the University of the State of New York Education Department, as well as our accrediting body, the New York State Association of Independent Schools, on this Friday, May 14th, the year 2021. There are 5 legacies in this class, including 2 of Skip's children, son and daughter. I always like to recognize our former students. The alums just seem to appear. They come back for a dose. If you're a former student, we thank you for coming back. We thank you for your support and your belief in the legacies. So the final lesson, before I invite Skip to share some comments of appreciation, to the seniors, your final lesson. This will be fast. This will be brief. You don't have to take notes, but I know you'll want to. I'm asking you, actually, seniors, I'm telling you, you got to do 2 things in college and for the rest of your life. Number 1, 100% attendance in your classes through college. And remember, it's to college and through college. Go to class. Show up. Get there early. Go 100% every year, even through college. You got to be there. Number 2, before you start going to class next year in college, find your helper people. Find them first. Know who they are. Know where they are. There are people at your universities, your colleges, that are there to help you through your academic challenges and everything else. Go find them before you need them. Because when you need them, you'll be looking for them and you'll be focused on which building, where do I go, who do I see? You need to have that down first. I was telling Jack at dinner, like, when you go to a new city and you're moving to a new place, you want to know where the hospital is, right? In case you need it, because when you need it, you're filled with adrenaline. So find your helper people. Get to know who they are. Make sure they know you. Develop a relationship with them so when you need them, you already know them and they already know you. End of lesson. Seniors, you're old enough to solve your problems, so be prepared and go solve them. I want to make some parental gratitude remarks to the families, the grandparents, the uncles, the siblings, the moms, and the dads. Thanks for believing in us. We love this school. We love your children. They're ready to go, but we thank you for the sacrifice, for the confidence, for the faith. We thank you for the hope and the trust. With that, I will ask our Vice Chair, Mr. Skip Wilday, to come forward and share his remarks of encouragement.
Thank you, Brad. And I'm probably go a little off script here for a second, but what a day to be here. And last night, as we had the senior dinner, you could feel, as Brad would say, the love that was there of the Govian community, of you as parents, and the remarks that were made. A lot in jest, a lot of fun, and the jokes. And I think those memories will carry on in the seniors for the rest of our lives. And we are so fortunate to be here today. And be celebrating when lots of schools won't be celebrating. And I did want to promise Brad and Luke that we will make sure that we find Trek before we leave. Unless you guys want them for the summer program. But it is really a privilege and an honor as a trustee and parent to address you all today. I am honored today to be one of the many to congratulate the Gow class of 2021. Little did we know, traveling by Gow for many decades, that someday we would be sending 3 of our children to Gow. As a parent, it was one of the best decisions that we've ever made for our children. What I'm going to speak briefly about today is courage. It was the courage to make that decision that changed our lives and our children's lives forever. And it was the courage of our older daughter, Courtney, as Brad mentioned earlier, that displayed in choosing to go to Gow several years ago and to be one of the first boarding girls to attend a predominantly all-male school, and to be among the early pioneers of women here at Gow. I would like to congratulate the parents here again of the courage that you've displayed by sending your children away to a boarding school. You see, it's courage and the decisions you make that can change your lives and your children's lives forever. It was the courage of the faculty and staff at Gow to, as Brad would have said many times over the year, to bear and dare and stay fully open during the year of COVID. Brad's leadership and courage through this challenging time was truly amazing. I can't tell you how many parents that I have spoken with that are envious of the fact that we've been able to send our kids to a fully open school this year. We are so grateful that our two seniors today had a semi-normal senior experience. It's a senior experience that will carry on for their lifetime. I applaud you, the class of 2021, for the courage you've showed to be here today. For some of you, the journey started several years ago, and some just in the past few years. You are so fortunate to have had the experience of Gow, and that experience and knowledge will pave the way for your future for decades to come. What you have learned is one of the most important life skills for navigating through life's obstacles, which of course is courage. Courage is when you are scared to do or say something for whatever reason, but you choose to do it anyways. Many of our personal challenges and society's challenges can only be solved if we are all courageous enough to look each other in the eye and have meaningful conversations. We must choose to engage in meaningful dialogue in the world that must choose to stand up and say something when we see injustices. If you don't, who will? What an amazing future we can all have if the next generation of Govians are courageous enough to affect change for the good. For it is our generation that is depending on you to make the changes for the good for generations to come. I believe you, the class of 2021, will show that courage. I encourage you to, in the years to come, to continue to volunteer. Come back to Gow. Support your fellow Govians. Come back to Gow with your career examples. Join the board, and we'd love to have you be a board chair someday. One last thing I wanted to share with you is how just 30 seconds of incredible, insane courage can change your life forever. How decisions that you decide to muster up the courage for just 30 seconds to start the ball rolling to make that change. It could be as monumental as asking your wife or spouse out on her first date. Or in our own case, we decided to adopt 2 children in our 40s after the loss of our oldest child. Or on a lighter note, deciding to make the call last week, I did, and to take kiteboarding lessons at age 60. I still have a few bruises to show for it. But you see, by just taking 30 seconds of incredible, insane courage, you can change your life and others for the better for generations to come. So we can't wait to hear your 3 minutes of courage as you get up here and tell about your journeys in life and your journeys of Gow. And again, congratulations on your success in the next chapter for the class of 2021.
Good morning. My name is Shaheem Johnson. This year I had the honor of being Student Council President. Due to COVID-19, this school year has been anything but normal. A lot of the things that we once loved, like weekend trips, making our own meals in the dining hall, were taken from us in the blink of an eye. Yet we did not let this stop us. Most students had to give up a little bit of their summer to come to a 2-week quarantine. This was not ideal, but somehow we managed to pull it off. For us, the worst part of COVID-19 were having to wear the face mask and the constant rapid tests. Gow did over 1,000 COVID-19 tests. With all the rules in place, faculty and staff went above and beyond to make this school year as normal as possible. Thank you to everyone who made this school year and this graduation possible. Being able to be here this year is a blessing. So many other teenagers didn't get the chance like we did. We got to experience things like October Carnival, Headmaster's Day, Senior Skip Day, Spring Fest, and prom. We worked to teach and promote kindness and respect. We formed a committee and met as a school to discuss important topics. Our focus was to open people's eyes to inspire them to be more compassionate. This year's senior class played a big role in how the school had, and the success that we had in the school this year. We were told by last year's seniors that this year would be lame. So we went out to prove them wrong, which is exactly what we did. This year's senior bond is unmatched. Our senior year came with a lot of changes, but we used them to uplift each other and to grow as young adults. On the behalf of the student body, I want to thank people that made this year so special. Ms. Malum and Mr. Sengrowski and Student Council for planning student trips like proms. Thank you, Mr. Brown and Ms. Mersky, for helping the seniors through college application process. Thank you, Mr. Marshman and Mr. Solano, for guiding us and helping us throughout day-to-day problems. And how can we forget our fearless leader, Mr. Rogers? The last person I want to thank is Dr. Rhodes. Dr. Rhodes, you've been here for a long time, but now you're leaving to help college students. We wish you well on your journey ahead. You'll be greatly missed. And to all the families here today and those who aren't, thank you for supporting us and having faith in the school. Have a great summer, everybody.
Good morning. My name is Benjamin Welcher. As the 12th grade student council representative, I have the pleasure of presenting the class of 2021 senior gift. The class of 2021 and our families have raised funds to install new water bottle filling stations within each dormitory on campus. These stations will be marked with plaques letting students know that they were a gift from the class of 2021 and our families. We hope that these stations will not only keep future Govians hydrated, but that they will also help reduce water and decrease the number of plastic water bottles used on campus. This is our way of giving back to the school. Thank you.
Good job, Ben. We'll call you up here. I got you. You want to go, don't you? Yeah. You want to go.
Dr. Rhodes, may you join me on the stage, please? As Dr. Rhodes is walking up here, I just want to say a few numbers about him. As a member of the history department and a veteran faculty member for over 2 decades. It's been my honor, or it is my honor this year, to award the Lowell and Dell Excellence in Faculty to Dr. Rhodes. Dr. Rhodes holds an undergraduate degree from the University of Central Missouri, a Master's of Public Administration from the University of Southern Illinois at Carbondale, goes to Lukey's, and a PhD in Special Education from Walden University. He joined the faculty in 2002, where I had the privilege of serving as his mentor in the history department. Dr. Rhodes, before I begin, can I ask you a few questions?
Absolutely.
What's your sister's name?
Rhodes.
What's her title?
Dr. Rhodes.
And what's your father's title?
Dr. Rhodes.
It's a lot of PhDs at Thanksgiving, I'll say that. Alrighty, during his time at the Gow School, Dr. Rhodes has taught Business Seminar, Global Studies 1, and Advanced Humanities. He has been a legendary figure in the local lacrosse circles as a coach of our modified lacrosse program, and as you heard yesterday, for local lacrosse programs as well. His love of lacrosse has led Dr. Rhodes taking the show on the road, as it were, where he shared his love of the sport with students in Thailand. In a fitting tribute to the truncated lacrosse season this year, Dr. Rhodes was able to have many firsts in the history of the team. Shay Simon, as you heard, was the first girl in the history of the Gow School to score a goal on the lacrosse team, on the modified lacrosse team. This helped the mod squad to a historical undefeated season. And it's first for the school, as far as I understand. In addition to Thailand, Dr. Rhodes has also traveled to Spain and the People's Republic of China. During these trips, he spent some time indulging in his culinary curiosity, sampling many of the local foods in the countries he traveled, and oftentimes using them, the foodways, as an introduction to the country he was discussing when he was teaching it in class. Furthermore, during his leadership of the Culture Committee, he is able to share the lessons he learned during his travels across Europe and Asia. In his role as a faculty moderator for the Culture Committee, Dr. Rhodes has helped the students understand the importance of diversity and how we all learn from each other, no matter how great we think the differences are between countries, cultures, and communities. Some interesting tidbits about Dr. Rhodes. I have heard a rumor that when a few of the girls will convince him to take him into town to get their nails done, he joins them. Dr. Rhodes is also a notable gourmand and can frequently be seen in various parts of campus during the warmer months of the year, grilling and barbecuing different types of meat. My son Andrew, a member of the class of 19, said Dr. Rhodes has a PhD in barbecue. In addition to being a long-serving member of the faculty, Dr. Rhodes is active in several local associations. Most notably, he is a member of the Blazing Star Lodge in East Aurora, the Iota Phi Theta Fraternity, the Shriners International, Mason, and a member of the True Bethel Baptist Church. Dr. Rhodes also served our country as a member of the United States Army, where he served as a tactical circuit control from 1989 to 1997, saw active duty in the Persian Gulf during the First Gulf War. Dr. Rhodes is feared and respected by the students on campus. Faculty too. I know that both of my sons, both Andrew and Edward, have benefited underneath his tutelage, and for that I am truly grateful. In conclusion, this award is given annually and is voted on by the faculty to acknowledge one of their peers who stand above the rest. So, Dr. Rhodes, please accept this award as a sign of respect and admiration of your colleagues. Thank you.
This is the Norman and Vesta Howard Award, which is presented to that student who, through talents, perseverance, and will to succeed, represents the highest levels of achievement at Gow. It gives me great pleasure to present this award to Faith Adams.
Would Dr. Gow please join us on stage? I'd like to present the David W. Gow Award. This is in honor of Headmaster Emeritus David W. Gow, Dr. Gow's father. This award is presented to that student in the middle school who, through his or her character and achievement, has contributed most to the success of the school year. Over the course of the year, this recipient of this award has provided value leadership, not necessarily by her words, but mostly and most impactfully through her actions and her genuine personality. Despite her best efforts not to shine too brightly at times, we all saw it. Since arriving this year, this student has consistently set an ideal example of our 4 pillars of kindness, respect, hard work, and honesty. Her peers are drawn to her by her incredibly kind spirit, her persistently inquisitive mind, and very empathetic nature. This student showed significant academic achievement throughout this year. She stayed positively engaged and connected. She earned honor scroll all 4 marking periods and has maintained one of the highest GPAs in her grade. She has proved herself eager to learn, willing to work hard, and an absolute joy to teach, and a wonderful person to know. We have little doubt this student will continue to make a positive impact on our school community in the years to come. It gives me great pleasure to present this year's David W. Gow Award to Grace Nolan.
And now for the main event, the presentation of the senior speeches. The crimson stole that adorns the blue or white gown of the indicated members of the class of 2021 marks the achievement of excellence and an honors diploma. Members of the National Honor Society are wearing the traditional blue cord, and members of the International Thespian Society are wearing the blue and gold cord. It is now my privilege to introduce the members of the class of 2021 to present their graduation speeches, and we will begin with Ian Parady.
Sorry about that earlier. You can probably tell that I was ready to get this going. But hello, everyone. My name is Ian Parady. This has been my first and only year at the Gow School, and I will be attending Maine Maritime Academy next fall for studying marine engineering technology. I want to start off by saying how thankful I am for everyone that has gotten me to this point and helped me to grow as a learner. I especially want to thank my parents, my grandparents, for guiding me through all these years. Although my high school experience has not been the smoothest, I am glad to have finally made it to the end. I'm very thankful for all my teachers that have pushed me to succeed, even though I definitely push back at times. I want to thank JB, TR, Coach Whited, and Coach Warab for not only coaching me in baseball, but also coaching me in life and helping me become a better person. And thanks Preston, Cheek, and Wyatt, and all my other friends for always being there for me and keeping me on the right path. To everyone at Christ Church Episcopal School, especially Miss Hubert, Mr. Jacobson, Mr. Burford, and Mr. Vick, I know I was a hard student for all of you, but I would not be where I am today if it weren't for you. For everyone at Landmark, thank you for teaching me how to be a scholar and stay dedicated to my work. Mr. G, Mr. Turnbull, Mr. Richardson, Mr. Haywood, and Mr. Larry Carl, y'all were more than just teachers to me. You taught me how to work on my own. Also, to all of my friends at Landmark, thank you for making me feel at home. I've missed you all. And to everyone at the Gow School, thank you for preparing me for college. Thank you to Mr. Golo, Mr. Poblocki, Mr. Sandrowski, Mr. Dibble, and to all my other teachers for helping me learn new ways to do my work. And thank you to Mr. Rogers, Mr. and Mrs. Chafin, Coach Kaufman, and everyone else that has made my Gow experience better. I would also like to greatly thank Mr. Brown and Ms. Mursky for all of their help with the college application process. Finally, thank you, Mom, for believing in me and encouraging me to make the most of my high school experience, even though I didn't always express my gratitude and show the appreciation that I should have. Although we have gone through some tough times in the past 4 years, it's finally over, and I'm ready for the next part of my journey. Thank you.
Jack Schrab.
Hello and good morning, parents, faculty, and all the students. Today is a great day, a day we have all been waiting for since our first day of kindergarten. My name is Jack Schrab. I am from St. Louis, Missouri. This was my first and only year at Gow, and I will be attending the University of Denver next year and studying business. I would like to recognize all the people that have helped me reach this stage here today. The last few years have certainly not been the easiest, but I'm very grateful I have gotten through to graduation. I want to thank my parents who have spent many hours helping me to get to this stage. Also, thank you to Mr. Lindahl for waking me up every morning, making sure I got to breakfast on time. I would also like to thank all my teachers for supporting me and not giving up on me when I wanted to do the bare minimum, and for always pushing me harder and harder so I could get better at everything I do. Mr. Kaufman, I really appreciated everything you did for me while I was here and making Gow feel more like home. Thank you for being the best golf coach. Although my time at Gow was short-lived, I have appreciated what everyone has done for me. I wish all the graduates a great next 4 years and wish everyone happiness and wellness. I'll finish with a little advice for the underclassmen. Your time at Gow may be tough, but make the most out of it. Don't give up, even if you really want to. Thank you.
Riley Brereton.
Oh wait, hold on, my bad, sorry. Stuck in my earring. Okay. Hi, my name is Riley Brereton. I'm from Erie, Pennsylvania, and I've been at Gow for 2 years. I plan on attending Seton Hill in the fall. Growing up, I was different. Just like my dad, my uncles, and my brother, I was blessed to come from a long line of dyslexics. So growing up, I knew what I had to do to be successful, and I ignored it all until I got to Gow. Though Gow was a tough place at times, this place has made me more comfortable asking for help. To my family, I want to thank you and tell you what I've learned from you in my long 18 years of life. First, Mom. You showed me what strength and compassion looks like. You taught me no matter how hard life gets, never give up on the situation or the people. I want to thank my dad for showing me that second chances are possible if you are sincere and honest. My older brother, for his wisdom and time spent with me as a little kid, even though I was probably annoying you. My sister, for being my academic role model, one I always tried to beat and are still trying to beat. And finally, my little brother, thank you for always being my best friend. You have helped me be more kind to others. My family has made me the person I am today. I am so thankful for everyone in my life. I'm going to miss all my friends at Gow, especially Sydney, who is not only my roommate, but also my unlicensed therapist. I wish all my classmates the best and hope you all find what makes you happy. Thank you.
Wyatt Darling.
Hi, my name is Wyatt Darling. I'm from Colden, New York, not too far from here. I have attended Gow for the 2 years. I plan on going to Villa Maria College next year to study liberal arts. I am still not sure what career I want to pursue yet, but I plan on discovering that path in college. I am very thankful to have had the opportunity to attend Gow. I want to thank my parents for allowing me to come here, and I want to thank my teachers for helping me learn and grow so much. I couldn't have gotten where I am today without them. Gow has given me the tools I need to succeed in college. Here I have learned the importance of structure and time management and gained problem-solving skills that will help me throughout my time in college. When I think about Gow, I'll think about classes like intermediate sculpting with Mrs. Baus and graphic design with Miss McNally and Mr. Alexander. Going to those classes was almost like having a break in the day since you could be creative and work at your own pace. I also really like doing ceramics. Those were my favorite classes. Something else I'll always remember is being a ski loader this year and all the fun times I had at Holiday Valley the last 2 years. I will miss the friends I made here and all the fun times we had throughout our high school experience. I hope to see you guys in the future, and I wish everyone well. Thank you.
Felix Preston Fudge.
Hello there. My name is Preston Fudge, and I have had the fortunate opportunity to attend the Gow School for the past 2 years. During my time here, I have gained a few close friends, Jack Craig, Jack Lewis, and Henry Morse. I have enjoyed my time here at Gow. It has taught me many life lessons, like the importance of persevering and being strong. The cold winters, the unrelenting schedule, the work, and the overall lifestyle have pushed me to new limits and have given me the strength to step into my future. When I first started at the Gow School, I realized that I liked it a lot. I had a great roommate, and I was around friends all the time. The food was good, and I enjoyed sports, and I also liked my teachers. After a while, though, I started missing home. The work and the schedule started to feel like they were too much for me to handle. But I pushed myself and adjusted and learned a lot in the process. Through Gow, I discovered my learning style. Simply put, I learned how to learn. I discovered that I was a visual learner, and I used this information to find out my strengths and weaknesses. This wisdom will help me greatly in college. My advice to the underclassmen is that you should always look at the bright side of things. In life, you will make mistakes. That is inevitable. However, high school gives you the opportunity to learn from them, as I have. I wish the entire class of 2021 the best of luck. I know each and every one of them will do great things in their future. May the force be with you, always. Thank you.
Sebastian LeCarrick.
What? Sebastian. Oh. Good luck. Thank you. It's right here. Yeah, I'm here. Okay. Hello. My name is Sebastián Alexis Licairac Solano. I was born in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. I have been at Gow for 2 years. I'm very happy to announce that I will not be coming back next year because I have been accepted at Curry College in Boston, Massachusetts. My time at Gow has been 2 wonderful years of torture. I mean learning, definitely learning. My first time at Gow was during the summer program, which I attended many years. I decided to come at Gow at the end of my 10th grade year. One of the things I will miss most about this place is the people. We'll miss many of the faculty and staff and the friends I have made. You all will occupy a very deep place in my heart. So deep, in fact, that light will never shine. Some of my favorite memories at Gow are those 2 agonizing, productive hours at study hall where I diligently did my work. Another thing I will miss is the complete freedom Gow provides. Some words from the wise I would like to leave my underclassmen is resistance is futile and abandon all hope ye who enter here. I would like to thank my teachers for putting up with me and my joyful and bubbly disposition. Also for putting up with my proactiveness and turning my assignments early. I put that in for you, Ms. Ronaldo. And my totally not disruptive comments. I would also like to thank my parents, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, for giving me this opportunity to study abroad. Thank you.
Congratulations, Sebastian.
Sweating that one.
That was a close one. Charles Peterson.
J.R.R. Tolkien wrote, "The greatest venture is what lies ahead. Today and tomorrow are yet to be said. The chances, the changes are all yours to make. The mold of your life is in your hands to break." Hello, my name is Charles Alexander Peterson. I've been at Gow for 2 years, and I'm from Lewiston, Idaho. I'll be attending Muskingum University next fall. I would like to thank the Gow School for teaching me many things that I wouldn't have learned in the public school I was previously attending, and for teaching me how to be an adult. I'd like to thank my parents for giving me the chance to come to this school so I could gain the skills I need to be successful in the future. Gow has made me a wiser and more mature person. My teachers have taught me that hard work does pay off. I hope that the school will continue to teach more kids like myself and help them go into life prepared like I am. I'll miss seeing my friends every day, but I know they'll be okay after leaving Gow. I would like to thank all my teachers that taught me while I was here and for sharing your knowledge with me and molding me into who I am today. Attending this school has been a true privilege. I will never forget how this school helped me and set me up for success. And now, their greatest adventure lies ahead. Thank you. Come on down, Dad. Legacy. Is he here? I'm going to fill in for him.
Sydney Trim.
Hi, my name is Sydney Trim, and I've attended the Gow School for 2 years. Looking back at my time here, I can say it went by faster than it felt. The past 2 years at Gow have been filled with extremely high highs and very low lows. But in the end, we learned from the experiences we have been given. Gow taught me to advocate for myself and to keep moving when something is tough. Gow also taught me that if I try hard enough, I can drag myself out of bed in the morning. As they say, the people make the place, so thank you to all the teachers that had to put up with me for so long. Thank you to Mr. Jimenez for always being the best teacher I've had. I'm sorry for the chaos that me and Megan created in your class at 9 in the morning. I'm sure we made your life a lot harder than it needed to be, but you always made class fun and made school a little more bearable. Thank you to Mr. Marshman for always putting up with me and Riley, and thank you for always unlocking the dorm for me whenever I forgot my keys. Thank you to Ms. Baus for always giving me food, and I always really appreciate it. Riley, thank you for being the best roommate. I'll miss waking up with you in the morning and contemplate going back to sleep and missing a whole day of school. To Kieran Coates, thank you for always keeping me company. I've learned the most from you. Find where you want to be in life and strive for greatness and make the world know your name. And lastly, to Allie Miller. Thank you for always being positive and being our mom in the dorm. Congratulations on your future career path. Allie, your future is bright and keeps getting brighter. Sail the world and make those closest to you proud and never give up on who you are. And to the rising senior class, senior year is what you make of it. Don't let one bad day at Gow determine your whole year. Don't let people tell you what they want your future to look like. Your future will be prepared for you when you arrive in it. Thank you.
Charlotte Andrews was unable to join us today. I would just ask if everybody could please join me and wish her all the best in her future at St. Lawrence University. David Houck.
Damn, I'ma really miss eating ramen with shower water and using pencils as chopsticks. What's poppin', y'all? My name's David Houck. I'm from Winter Park, Florida, and I plan on attending the College of Worcester, Ohio this fall to study psychology. I've been attending the Gow School since January of 2018. Even though my stay at Gow seemed so short, it was packed with laughter, adventure, happiness, mischief, good times and bad times. Now, I don't want to pretend Gow is a godsend. However, Gow helped shape and develop me into the person I am today. It helped me build my confidence and social skills. Not to mention, I had some of the best teachers and mentors possible. Thank you, Mr. C, for being a rock star dorm parent, math teacher, and coach during my 10th grade year. Then during my 11th grade year, I had the pleasure of having wonderful dorm parents, Mr. Jimenez and the Garveys. Thank you for all the cookies, Mr. Garvey, and thank you, Mr. Jimenez, for letting us hang out with you. Thank you, Mr. Guller, for all you've done for Warner Dormitory, and it was a pleasure to have had you as a teacher 2 years in a row. If any of the underclassmen here enjoy the applications of science and want to challenge themselves, I highly recommend the physics courses Mr. Guller teaches. Finally, the most important thank you. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for helping me, even though I wasn't always the easiest person to get along with. Words can't express the gratitude I have to you for sending me to this school, for raising me these 19 years and standing with me every step of the way, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you. Oh, and a bit of advice for the underclassmen. Find what motivates you. That is the key to be happy and successful. Peace out, gal. Love y'all. Please don't call me 10 years, though.
Well done, Sunshine.
Thank you.
Kieran Coates.
Oh my God, I'm nervous. All right. Good morning. My name is Kieran Coates. I'm from Grand Cayman, and I've been attending Gow for 3 years. Next fall, I'll be attending the University of British Columbia, where I'll study business management. I want to thank my dad for paying for my education. He knew Cayman would not provide me with the education I needed, so he decided to move me to the US, where I struggled academically for a year, but then I realized I was the only one who could change my future. I would also like to thank my friends in Cayman for supporting me and making sure I never gave up. They constantly pushed me to do better and strive for the higher education that some of them never obtained themselves. Thank you to my Gal squad. I'm glad you were all there to struggle through high school with me. Boy, did we go through it all. Unfortunately, we lost some people on the way. Amir, Mason, Jake. I mean, they're still alive, don't worry. They were all my roommates and never came back.
What's that say?
I guess Abdul was the only roommate to like me and break the curse. I had the pleasure of meeting many amazing people here while here for 3 years. Thank you, Mr. Gullo, Mr. Zollett, Mrs. Chafin, Ms. Cannon, Mrs. Sandrowski, Mrs. Ronaldo. Thank you, Mr. Garvey, for being an amazing dorm parent and a fun English teacher. I can't forget about Mrs. Garvey and her ability to make the dorm feel welcome, especially with her great baking. These 3 years have not been easy, and I'm thankful I had people supporting me through it. Shout out to Mr. Bailey and Mr. G as well for helping me realize I want to continue learning about business and economics. I can't wait to put Mr. G's personal finance tips and tricks into use. Thank you, Mr. Rogers and Mrs. Bayman, for frequently checking in on me and talking to me as a person, not just a student. Stay in the loop, but out the mix. I don't know who created this quote, but I've been trying to live by it these last few months ago. Stay up to date with what's going on around you, but don't get too caught up in other people's drama. That's my advice for the underclassmen. Good luck to my senior class. Can't believe we made it. I hope COVID doesn't ruin your college experience. Peace out, everybody.
Way to go, my man.
Thank you.
Matthew Fontana.
Hi, my name is Matt Fontana, and I'm from San Francisco, California. I've been at Gow for 3 years. In the fall, I will be attending the University of Arizona to pursue a degree in marketing and management. Wow, cannot believe I'm actually standing here. When I arrived here at Gow in the fall of 2018, I had a really tough time adjusting. Quite frankly, I spent a lot of my time that first year in Mr. Chafin's room. It was almost like we were best friends, but he was always unhappy to see me. As the years went by, though, I started to change and opportunities opened up for me. My high school experience has been something to remember, from jumping outside of windows at Whitcomb, to running around the campus in a Jennifer outfit, to sneaking out of the dorm to go to 7-Eleven with friends. I made a lot of silly and stupid decisions, but at least I learned from them. Now, as a senior, I could think a lot of people would say that I've grown a lot. Mr. Garvey, from the minute I arrived at Gow, I have looked up to you. No matter how many times I felt down, you've always been able to pick me up and get me back on my feet. Thank you. Mr. Menace, being an RA on your hall this year will be something I'll always remember. Our conversations always brighten my day. I will cherish those moments. Thank you. To my soccer coaches, Mr. Zeiss, Mr. Gullo, I'll never forget the positivity you gave my teammates and I. Even though we came up short every season, I'll always remember how kind-hearted you both were, on and off the field. Thank you. And to all the other teachers and staff, thank you for helping me achieve my goal of finally graduating high school and having a brighter future ahead of me. I want to thank my mom and my dad. From hundreds of miles away, the time, dedication, and patience you gave me helped me get the education I needed. and without you, I would not be the young man I am today. My advice to the underclassmen is to be patient. As hard as the grind may be, keep pushing through and don't lose confidence. To the class of 2022, you guys are up next, so cherish that moment and don't take it for granted because time will fly by as it did for us. To my class of 2021, we finally did it. Good job, Matthew.
Taiji Hara.
It's so cold today. Good morning. My name is Taiji Hara. I'm from Japan, and I have been at Gow for 3 years. Before coming to Gow, I had gone on trips to other countries, but I had always gone to school in Japan. I always afraid to leave home and come here for school. I was scared to meet new people and be away from home. When I went to school in Japan, I talked with my friends and teachers in Japanese. However, I have had to use English here at Gow. It was hard at first. I didn't know anything when I was in 10th grade, but my teachers taught me about what I needed to do here. And it was very helpful for me. Of course, I couldn't keep up with the classes very much at that time. I am thankful to my teachers because they taught me about me and have helped me understand so much. I want to really thank Mrs. Savnicki, Mr. Bragnano, Mr. Thompson, Mr. Brown, Mrs. Muskie, and Mr. Rouse. Finally, I want to thank my family, Mom and Dad. Your support means so much. I'm a little nervous to go to college next year. It will be a challenge, but I will work hard, study, ask my professors for help, and make friends. I learned how to do these things here at Gow. Thank you, believe yourself, and have a nice day. So I'll say thank you, but I'll say in Japanese, arigato!
Congratulations, Taiji. Eliza Letourneau.
Good morning, Gow. My name is Eliza Letourneau. I have been attending Gow for 3 years. I am from Stillwater, Minnesota, and in the fall, I plan on studying elementary education at the College of St. Benedict's. I would like to start off by thanking some faculty and staff who've helped me through Gow. Mr. Cotter, thank you for answering my mom's phone call after she remembered you worked at Gow. I would also like to thank Mr. Salerno and Mr. Marshman for helping me believe in myself and making me a better student. Also, thank you, Mr. Sandrowski and Ms. Milam, for helping me get through this tough year. I'd like to thank some of my closest friends who have become like family to me. Thank you, Teresa and Charlotte, for being the ones who have stuck by my side for all 3 years. I would also like to thank Allie, Colin, John, Oksana, and Owen for just making this year a good year. Now I'd like to thank my parents and my little sister. Thank you a million times, Mom, for giving me the opportunity to succeed in my education. Thank you for putting up with the late-night phone calls when I wanted to come home and pushing and convincing me to stay. Thank you, Dad, for putting so much time and energy into my education. You've helped me so much, from math homework on the kitchen table to helping me become a softball catcher. Now for you, Eden. Thank you for being there for Mom and Dad so they had one child at for helping me on this journey. Finally, thank you, Gow, for teaching me that I can work through the hard times and come out stronger because of them. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. Some advice I have for the underclassmen. Your time here goes by fast. Stay for the ride. To the class of 2021, we made it through coronavirus, but even more impressive, we made it through high school. Thank you.
Jack Lewis.
Good morning. My name is Jack Lewis. I have attended the Gow School for 3 years and plan on studying business administration at University of Ozarks this fall. Gow has probably been the longest 3 years of my life. To the seniors on this stage, at times it was unbearable. Congratulations, y'all. I wish you all the best in college and in your careers. To the underclassmen, Gow isn't the place where any of us wanted to be, but one day we will look back and thank this place. Some of the best memories I have had have been with Matt Fontana, Jack Craig, Henry Morse, Jack Schrab, and Ian Parady. Whether it was Schrab and I hitting golf balls down at the lower 40 or accidentally throwing my lob wedge across the creek and having to wade across the cold water to go and get it, we did our share of dumb stuff here. I would list it, but there's too much to list. Without my friends, Gow would have been boring. Thanks, guys. I've been fortunate to come from a loving and supportive family. I want to thank my parents, grandparents, Uncle Charles and Courtney, and my Uncle Sonny Bargala. Charles, I want to thank you especially. Without your guidance over the years, I would not be pursuing a college degree. I want to thank Mrs. Chafin for being my mother away from home. I think she knows why my mom sent me here now. Mrs. Chafin, you taught me how to clean my room in Whitcomb's sophomore year, even though it was terrible, some would say unbearable. Thank you. I would also like to thank Mr. Parsons for always believing in me. From the day we met in 10th grade, you told me I'm going to do something great. That made me feel like I could accomplish anything. I would like to thank Coach Kaufman and Mr. Thompson for guiding me on the golf course and everything else. I wish everyone at Gow the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Good job, Boo. Abdullah Mbai.
Ooh, what a beautiful day. Oh, jeez. I walked in with a smile, and they all smiled back. That's how I felt whenever I walked into any room. Aloha. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Abdullah Mbai. I hail from Owings Mills, Maryland. I've been at Gow for a no doubt stressful 3 long years. Whew. But I made it. I will be going to Morgan State University, where I'll be studying psychology and hopefully earn my PhD. I, for one, have noticed that it's been a very strange year, to say the least, but it has been an interesting one. However, I am glad to have spent it all with the very dashing seniors behind me. We have had fun times, and for me, those fun times were when I was hanging out with my friends and making them laugh at some of my jokes, or just chilling with the squad, as well as playing tons of video games after study hall. But we also know that in life, you have those who support you from behind, if you need it. Shout out to the squad. Also, I would like to thank my dorm parents for giving me candy in the morning. That was clutch. At such a COVID time of the year. Also, just having some light laughs with me in the morning. I want to also shout out my teachers for allowing me to engage with them in class and helping me prepare for my future. Bless. And another thanks to my family for their advice, as well as my sister for coming in clutch. You've been a real G. We all know that as seniors, we should give the underclassmen some advice. We should tell them to have a good run and have some laughter and joy. To the class of 2021, I must believe we have made it to the end. Bless, and I wish you all the very best.
Good job, man. That was awesome.
Henry Morris.
Good morning. Someone once said, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. This quote sums up my time at Gow. Good morning, my name is Henry Morris. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, and I've attended Gow for 3 incredibly long years. I stand before you today to recognize the amazing education that Gow has given me. First, I would like to shout out Mr. Thompson for teaching me the ropes of the RL program during my first 2 years here. Now, I can really break down a word to its core. I know I never had this specific teacher, but I would like to recognize Miss Chafin for being like a second mom to me here at Gow, teaching me how to act properly and helping me to remember that I have a kind heart. I'd like to give a big thanks to Mr. Meyer, who is there to be a mentor in sports and as my JV basketball coach. Out of everyone at this commencement, the people I'd like to thank the most are my parents. Mom and Dad, you are so loving and caring. Your patience, hard work, and dedication have gotten me to where I am now, making me the amazing and handsome young man before you. Good genes, I guess. Being on the Ravens soccer field with all my teammates and coaches was a special privilege that I will never forget. Coming up short of a trophy 3 years in a row was not fun, but being a part of those teams was so special. It was really on that soccer field where I learned that hard work beats talent. Go Ravens. I will be attending Merrimack College in the fall and majoring in business administration and minoring in sports management. I hope to one day chase my dream of being a top sports agent, the one all those amazing athletes want to have. To my classmates, I'd like to thank all of you for the amazing and memorable moments we've had, and I wish all of you the best in the future. Hopefully, I didn't annoy you too much. Thank you, Gow.
Good job, Henry.
Thank you.
Aksana Wilday.
Right. Can I put this closer? Because this is yours. All right. Y'all. Okay. What lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside of you. Hi, my name is Aksana Wilday. I live in Cuba, New York, and I have attended the Gow School for 3 years. I will be going to Muskingum University along with my brother. In the future, I want to become a police officer and work my way up to becoming a detective. First, I have a message from my roommate, Jules. Jules, don't let people get to you. Be who you want to be, not what someone wants you to be. Times can be tough, and you just have to push through it. Mom and Dad, thank you for supporting me through my high school career. I know sometimes it was tough, and I did not make it easy on you. Sorry, I've lost my spot. You made me realize as I grew up that there is more to life, and you taught me not to give up on my passions. Goodbye, class of 2021. Thank you.
Courtney, come on down. Courtney's sister graduated. Courtney's a alum, and we have another legacy.
Michael Plesia.
My name is Michael Plescia. I'm from Montreal, Canada, and I've been here at Gow for 3 years. I'll be studying computer science at Merrimack College in Boston, Massachusetts in the fall. I would like to thank my family, friends, and teachers. Mom, Dad, thank you for sending me here even though I didn't want to come here in the beginning. I would like to also thank my dorm parents and Mr. Gullo for preparing me and teaching me what college is going to be like. I'm going to miss a lot about Gow. I'll miss walking with Peter, Cooper, and my other friends to and from athletics and class. I'll also miss hanging out with Connor and talking about cars and trucks. I'm going to miss being able to go on camping trips with OE too. Gow has changed me for the better. I'm earning better grades and I'm more organized. What I've learned from Gow is how to get my homework done thoroughly and how to get it done on time. My advice to the underclassmen is stay out of drama. Good luck next year, everyone. I wish the school, students, and teachers well. Thank you.
Shake Mr. Wilday's hand too. Raphael Levy.
Hello everyone, my name is Raphael Levy and I'm from Istanbul, Turkey. I'm so happy to finally be here on the stage, talking to all of you. I can still remember my first year at Gow. At first, it was terrible. Then, Mr. Rogers talked to me. He said, get out of your comfort zone, make friends, and have fun. If you meet new people, Gow will feel more like home. He was right. I met Bora, and then Nick Scalero, and then Niconio. Since then, I have made many more good friends, too many to name. I get out of my comfort zone. If I hadn't done that, I would not have had such a good experience here at Gow. Mr. Rogers has been a father figure to me. He has helped me with so many problems. Thank you, Mr. Rogers. I also want to thank my teachers for helping me, especially Mr. Zolet, Mr. Gallo, Mr. Thompson, Mr. Brown, and Ms. Marsky. My teachers have helped prepare me for the future. To Bora, you have been such a great friend. And to Bora's family, you treated me like I was your third son. Thank you so much for everything. I am so thankful for my awesome family and my parents. I am so lucky to have them. They have given me a good life, as well as hope, love, and happiness. On top of that, they sent me to Gow and have given me a chance to go to college. My parents did all of this because they want me to have a bright future. My mom has saying life is easier when a person takes responsibility. I have tried to take responsibility, and when I have fallen down, I gotten back up and tried again. I love you, Mom, and I love you, Dad, so much. I am calling out to all Govians. Remember to be respectful, be honest, be hardworking, and be kind. These 4 pillars will be guide for all of you. Have a good day and be happy.
Shake Mr. Wilday's hand too. Congratulations, Rafi. Way to go. Jack Craig.
You made it.
Good morning, Gow and Gow families. My name is Jack Craig, and I am from New Canaan, Connecticut. I've been attending Gow for 4 years, but I'm sure it's for longer for the faculty. This fall, I will be attending Curry College and studying business administration with a minor in sports management. I would like to give a quick shout out to my best friends, Henry Morse and Jack Lewis. There is never a dull moment with you guys. and we had some interesting conversations in the dorm and in the dining hall. I also want to thank a few of my teachers, Mr. Jared Bailey, Mr. Sandrowski, Ms. Boust, Ms. Chafin, and Mr. Jimenez. And thank you for the little things you do that make a big difference. But the most important shout out of all is to my parents for the sacrifices they made to set me up for a successful future. I know they want my dreams to come true, and I know they believe in me. After college, I hope to become a sports agent, representing the top athletes in the world, representing UFC fighters, basketball players, football players, and baseball players. And to the underclassmen, just push through. Let me tell you, it is worth it in the end. Thank you.
You finally did it. You got through.
Bridget Dunn.
Hello, my name is Bridget Dunn. I am from St. Augustine, Florida, and I have attended the Gow School for 4 years. Next year, I will be attending Drury University to study architecture and engineering. I would like to thank my mother, Gretchen, stepfather, Bill, and my two brothers, Trevor and Skylar, for supporting me and having my back for the past 18 years. I know it's not always been easy, but I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I would not be standing here without y'all today. To my Nana, thank you for always encouraging me to chase my dreams. I hope to continue to make you proud. Sorry. Mr. Gullo, thank you for helping me recognize getting an A in class isn't everything. You have helped me better myself not only as a person, but as a student in physics and robotics. You have also been my personal therapist for the last eight months. I'm sorry. I would also like to give a huge shout out to Mr. Poblocki for letting me stay after class to work on the CNC machine so many times. Mr. Parsons, thank you for helping me with my art in the art studio. Even though my projects were sometimes so challenging, I wanted to give up so many times. You never let me. To the stage dining hall staff, especially Chef Liz, Dawn, and Carol, I will miss your warm welcomes I always get. It meant a lot to me to receive the Head Waiting Award this year. Lastly, I would like to thank the Gow School for changing my life, because I would not be standing here graduating without this school. The advice I have for the underclassmen is to treat every homework assignment like it is worth $5,000. When you do not take your work seriously, not only is your family's hard-earned money going down the drain, but you're also missing out on a chance to grow and learn. Again, I would like to thank my family, friends, and all of my teachers I've had over the years. You have made a huge impact on one way, shape, or form. Whatever life takes, the class of 2021, I wish you all the best.
Great speech. You were a brilliant public speaker.
Go, Bridget. Awesome job.
Kieran Foggin.
That's my dad!
Here you go, Grandpa. Get your brother up.
So before I start, do you remember in 2015 when my brother came up to this stage, Mr. Rogers?
I do.
What he did?
A diploma. Oh, man. He's going rogue.
In anima paratus, prepared in all things, ready for anything. To some, a Gilmore Girls quote. To me, how I prepare for life. Hello, my name is Kieran Foggin, called Dad by some and Grandpa by Mr. Rogers. I have pushed a lot of buttons, like a lot of buttons. This is my last push. During my long 4 years at Gow, I have made plenty of memories, some good and some bad. First, I would like to thank the Weston family for the opportunity they gave me through the Byron Weston Endowed Scholarship. That is the only reason I'm on this stage today. Being the second person to receive this scholarship, the first being my brother Kyle, I want to see this scholarship go to someone else that needs it, like my brother and I. The next thank you is to my family for the constant nagging and motivation. Looking back to 2015, I remember when my mother was diagnosed with cancer in my brother's final year at this school. Then during my final year, I gave my mother COVID. Oh, the memories. TK, you've been my best friend at this school. We bonded over radios, then firefighting. Now we're stuck. Thank you for the memories. It is what it is. It do be what it do be. Eat some crayons for me. Eva, although I didn't give you the chance in the beginning of the year that you truly deserved, I'm glad it did at the end. You are 1,000 times better than what you were put up to being. Faith, you are an amazingly smart person. I don't know how you have the motivation or drive to do half the things you do. Owen, I was one of the first people you met at this school. And quite honestly, I never thought we'd be friends. But look at where we are today. I will be back for your graduation despite what you say. Miss Mursky, I hope you're still in this room, or tent. You have helped me through a lot this year, teaching me not to get burned by the same flame twice, taught me many valuable lessons, made a long paper chain to count down the remainder of the year. Let's be honest, COVID sucks. But looking back on the last year, I've done more in my life than I did in other years. I got a job, surprisingly. I went to in-person classes. How many people can say that? I mean, a lot of people, but did you go all year? No, I didn't think so. I learned a lot about myself. I got COVID, spread it, got vaccinated 8 weeks ago. I made a new friend. I've mentioned you twice now, Eva. Feel special because you are. This year I learned a lot, not to judge a person by the cover. With my new friend, I have learned through fighting our differences that some people are not worth it. Lastly, Mom, I hope you're crying by now. Thank you for the sacrifice you have made in living alone for the past 4 years, while I've been away getting the education of a lifetime. I'm looking forward to the next 4 years of free rent and food. And congrats to me for now becoming a broke college student.
Come on down, Kyle.
Cosmo Fody.
Couple hundred more words and I'm out. I tried online, I tried public, I tried private. My education had been fraught with failure after failure. My relationship with my family was strained and I had genuinely abandoned hope. From a young age, I had started off as an A+ student, but as school got harder and harder, I would forget assignments, not remember my reading, and struggle to understand anything I read. My grades went down from A's to barely passing as I went from grade to grade. The year before Gow, I was a scared 9th grader and had been to 3 schools in that year alone and was struggling with depression. I failed and dropped out of the school I had tested into at the 99th percentile. I didn't understand why I spent 3 hours on homework that only took half an hour for others. I thought I was stupid and unintelligent. I did not believe in myself or trust myself to do anything. Finally, after a year of lonely trying online, I gave up and was sure I would not get my high school diploma. If it hadn't been for an incredibly supportive family and mother, I would not have made it to the start of Gow's summer camp in that June of 2017. Unaware of what I had agreed to, that summer, I read no cellular devices in the summer camp handbook. I wanted to go back as much as I wanted to go back to any high school. Yet I did, and Gow showed me in a span of 5 weeks that I had a sliver of hope. Mr. Rogers then talked to me about coming to the school. I was hesitant, but the years have flown by since then. I can hardly remember getting my phone taken for the first time by Mr. Driscoll and Mr. Rothfuss, getting my first honor scroll, my first regatta with Mr. Lindahl, and Mr. Dowell handing me a broken guitar, which is now a slightly less broken guitar. My memories here will be treasured. Memories like waking up Mr. Dietz's family, blasting Arabic funk music with Rami at 3 a.m., getting lost in the forest with the squad, and finding the things in life that I like the most. Truly, I would not have had the confidence to attend this school if they had not shown me during the summer program that I can succeed. That was not enough, though, and I struggled with my demons outside of Gow when I went back home. If I had not come to the school and developed the skills which I now have, I wouldn't be here today. Not only did the Gow School give me hope in school, but it gave me enough hope in life to care about myself. I'm Cosmo Foti, and over the 4 years, some last thank yous. Can't forget anybody. I want to thank all of the teachers that I've had. I want to thank the teachers that have helped me grow and show me who I want to be, not just in the classroom, but outside of the classroom. I would like to thank Dr. Rhodes, Mr. Lindahl, Mr. Gullo and Mr. Poblocki, Ms. Baust, and many others who have been there for me when I was not at my best and shown me how to get myself out of those situations. And because of them, I'm going to be attending Rhodes University this summer.
Good job, Cosmo.
Remember, you did this. Nice job, Cosmo. Congratulations. Michael Gellman.
Michael Jordan once said, "The key to success is failure." Well, that sums up my journey. Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Gellman. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, and I've attended Gow for 4 years. In a few months, I'll be attending the University of Arizona. Gow has taught me to be a better student and a better role model for others. During my time at Gow, I have formed meaningful relationships with the faculty and great friendships with my classmates and past graduates. Going to a boarding school was hard at times, and not being able to see my friends back at home was tough. When my parents dropped me off at Gow in 9th grade, I didn't think I'd be graduating here, but look at me now, There are a lot of people I want to thank who helped me get here today. First off, I would like to thank God for giving me the opportunity to graduate from Gow. Thank you, Mom, Dad, for sending me to New York to further my education. I want to give a shout out to all my advisors I've had through Gow and to all my coaches for keeping me motivated. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Chafin, for always looking out for me from my first day to my last day here at Gow. And my final shout out goes to my dorm parents, Mr. Golo and Mr. Zola, for helping me stay on track and putting up with my shenanigans for the past 2 years in Warner Dormitory. I wish Gow well, and I want all future students to know your time to graduate will be sooner than you think. Thank y'all.
I love that word, shenanigans. Davis Payne. Remember that bit? Yeah.
Hi, my name is Davis Payne. I'm from Charleston, West Virginia. I've gone to the school for 4 years now. I'll be attending the University of Denver in the fall of 2021. Right now, my mind is set on studying computer science for the next 4 years. I would like to start by thanking my parents. Obviously, I would not be here without you. You gave me all the opportunity that I could possibly need, so I have infinite thanks and love for you. I also want to thank my sister for always challenging me and keeping me on my toes. Thank you for letting me know I could always be better. To my teachers over the past 4 years, you have given me so much support and so much passion, and I thank you for your time and patience. The last but certainly not the least of my thanks goes out to my friends. Though good days and bad days, they've always been by my side. They're the ones who got me through the 6 days of school we have each week, and they inspire me through their jokes and advice. I've been here for a while. Some have been here longer, but it feels like 4 years is no small task. There was plenty of time to get prepared for the next step in my life, which I am looking forward to taking with the rest of the seniors. Thank you.
Kyle Samuels.
All right. You fix this for me?
It's perfect.
It's perfect. All right. The African-American businessman Farrell Gray once said, "Build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you to build theirs." This quote sums up why I'm looking forward to attending Xavier University in the fall. I plan on following my passion and building my dream, which is to own my own business. Good morning. My name is Kyle Charles Samuels. I'm from Glen Ridge, New Jersey, and I've been attending Gow for 4 eventful years. At a young age, I was diagnosed with ADHD, which means I always had a hard time focusing in class. School was hard since I was never able to be in regular classes because of my learning disability. So in the fall of 9th grade, I came here. The Gow School has helped me learn how to do many new things that I never would have learned at my old school. Before Gow, I had a really hard time doing my homework because I never got the help I needed. Now I'm doing better in my classes because the Gow has given me the structure and support I needed to succeed. Even though I know that I will have to deal with my learning disability for the rest of my life, I have found many resources to help me. Mom and Dad, I feel so blessed to have you as my parents, and I want to express my appreciation for your support over the years. Thank you for everything possible to put me to the path of greatness. Some of the teachers and advisors that I want to give a special shout out to is Mr. Chafin, Mrs. Chafin, Mr. Bray, Ms. Ronaldo, Mr. Dow. They have helped me get ready for college. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you.
All right, Zachary Abramson.
I'm on time. Hello, my name is Zachary Abramson. First, I'd like to thank you all for sitting there and listening to a bunch of dyslexics read speeches. I want to congratulate my fellow graduates of 2021 for surviving these past few years and making it through to the end. I'd also like to thank all my teachers for putting up with me for the past 5 years. You can all take solace in the fact I didn't enjoy it any more than you did. Gow has taught me a lot of things that weren't mentioned in any class syllabus. For instance, before I came to Gow, I never locked the door to my room, hid my valuables, or took every shower in fear knowing that at any minute the fire alarm might go off because some bright individual forgot to put water in the ramen noodles before putting it into that IED that we call a microwave. Needless to say, living in a dorm has taught me a lot. But I have to say the most important thing
I've ever learned at Gow is how to put a suit and tie on in under a minute. That skill has saved me from many 30-minute-long awkward moments of silence with Mr. Chafin, more commonly known as detention here at Gow. Oh, and there's RL, but personally, I'm prouder of being the captain of the pre-breakfast track club than being able to recite Magic Circle. On a serious note, I want to thank Mr. Gullo for showing me what to expect in college and being blunt about what I needed to improve on, which ended up being nearly everything. And Mr. Salerno for being one of the few people that can appreciate a good joke when they hear one. I'd also like to thank my parents for helping me every step of the way. Mom, for never giving up on me and fighting for my education, even if that meant fighting me more often than I'd like to admit. Dad, for being the voice of reason and showing me the world, literally. Hallie, for being the escape I need every now and then. Nestor, for helping me clean up my messes, even if it meant burying a couple bodies. And Paul, who's always ready to call me out on my BS and telling me how to get away with it next time. Most importantly, I'd like to thank my grandfather. If it wasn't for you, I would have never had the opportunity to come to Gow or go to Rowan University to major in physics this fall. Thank you for everything you have done for me. I wouldn't have become the man I am today if it wasn't for you. My time at Gow has been a very interesting one, and to that of the horror of me and my therapist won't be forgotten anytime soon. Good luck, class of 2021. You're gonna need it. And to the underclassmen, just remember, it can always be worse. I have to go around.
Congratulations. Good job, Zach. Second national honors. Is that what that is? Good. Looks good. Hunter Hazlitt.
Hello, my name is Hunter Hazlitt, and I live in Portland, Oregon, and soon Denver, Colorado. This has been my 5th year at Gow, and next year I'll be attending the University of Denver to study business and management. I would like to start by saying the only reason I'm standing here today is because of all the amazing people in my life. Amazing people like my teachers. Just a few of the ones who have impacted me the most here are Mr. Brown and Mrs. Mursky. Thank you for helping me with my college application process and making this day possible. Mr. Dibble, thank you for being a great teacher and helping me improve my writing so I'm ready for next fall. Mr. Safnicki, thank you for being an incredible ski racing coach and teaching me everything I know about tennis. Mr. Gullo and Mr. Bablaki, thank you for helping me realize my passion for the STEM field, and I am excited to study it after getting my undergrad degree. And thank you to the rest of the teachers I have had. This school is lucky to have you all. I would also like to thank my whole family for everything they have done for me these past 5 years. You've supported me and done everything you could for me, despite being on the other side of the country. To my family, I know when I was younger, it probably seemed as though I wouldn't make it to this stage, and I would never amount to anything. I'm sorry for the stress that must have caused. It's because you never gave up on me that I can now confidently say you no longer have to worry about me. That is, if I don't do C's and skis, get degrees. It is hereditary after all. Of all my 5 years here at Gow, I would have to say that today would be my favorite memory because high school is finally over. Good luck in college, you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Shaheem Johnson.
Good morning again. If you have already forgotten, my name is Shaheem Johnson. I am from Asheville, North Carolina, and I have attended Gow for 5 years now. First, I would like to thank Open Doors of Asheville for giving me the opportunity to come here, first in the summer program, and then as a full-time student. I also want to thank Gow. I've seen myself change so much over the past 5 years. I've grown so much academically, and the student body here is like a family. During my time here at Gow, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff, like the school going on lockdown because someone who will not be named dressed up like a janitor and ran around campus. And who can get the COVID-19 pandemic? I just remember being rushed home and then starting virtual classes. The transition was tough. One of my favorite ground memories was during my first year. I went up to the ski hill to help a neighbor pull down a big winter tower. We tied a rope to it, and everyone began to pull to bring it down. This was my first experience at Gow with new people and accomplishing something with them. There are some people I really wanted to thank. Dr. Rhodes, you have been a mentor to me, and I value our conversations. Ms. Milam, thank you for being someone I can talk to, even when you didn't want to talk to me. Mr. Chafin and Mrs. Chafin, thank you for being my second family here and opening up your home to me. Mr. Rogers, you are such a great leader, and thank you for guiding me this year and throughout my time at Gow. Finally, I want to thank my family. Mom, thank you. Mom, you didn't want me to go away to school, but you listened to me and trusted me. I love you. Thank you for shaping me into the person I am today. To my siblings, father, and uncle, thank you for believing in me and sticking by my side. To the senior class, I wish you luck on your journey ahead. And some advice to the newly elected president, Kent. You're such a great leader. I don't think there's someone on campus more. Sorry, I'm going off the head. I had to give him some advice. Somebody who's more qualified to hold this position after me. I wish you luck on your journey ahead and be the change that you want to be at the school. Work to teach and promote growth on the campus. Thank you, Gow, and adios.
Benjamin Welcher.
Oh my goodness. Good morning. My name is Benjamin Welcher. I'm from Toledo, Ohio, and I've been attending the Gow School for the past 5 years. Next fall, I plan on attending Baldwin Wallace University to major in nursing. I'd like to begin by thanking the people who played a role in helping me graduate from high school. I'd like to thank my friends from this year and past years, my family, and my mentors who have helped me along the way. To your underclassmen, utilize the courses that the school offers. If you have a specific field you want to enter, more likely than not, you'll be able to find something to do on campus that will help you gain experience and look good on a resume or application. I highly suggest getting involved in Mr. Hazen's advanced biology course and Mr. Poblocki and Mr. Go's robotics class. I'd like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Chafin, whose generosity made me feel like I was at home, even though I was 6 hours away, along with Ms. Milam and the admissions staff, whose guidance led me to this podium. I'd also like to thank my family, Mom and Dad. I know it was a long and rocky road to get to this point for all of us, and I'm so grateful for the sacrifices you have made to benefit my education. Lastly, I'd like to recognize my tutor from elementary school, Tammy Alexander. I wouldn't be the student I am today without your help. It may not have looked like I was thankful then, but I assure you that the countless hours of devotion you spent with me are not forgotten. I wish the very best to Gow students, faculty, and staff, and pray for the class of 2021. Thank you.
Congratulations. Way to go, Ben. Great speech. Bora Gerdawan.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Bora Gerdawan. I'm from Istanbul, Turkey. I have been at Gow for 6 long years. I can probably say that I'm a lifer. TK, Megan, Trek, and me. My life at Gow has started during the summer of 2015 when my parents sent me to GSSP. It was hard at first, but everything changed when I saw what I liked to call it the robotics dungeon and the CNC machine. I thought I want to use that machine. About a month after the summer program ended, I was back at Gow as a 7th grader. This was before we had 6th grader on campus. I was still scared, but I was also excited about being at Gow. Now, 6 years later, I can proudly say that Gow has changed my life entirely. Gow introduced me to 3D art in the Rear Center. Thank you, Mr. Parsons and Mr. Baus and Mr. Alexander. I learned that I love working with my hands. In the fall, I'm going to be going to Oxford University to study ceramics and glass blowing. Gow has given me so many good memories, from going to Barbell and their caboose in 7th grade history class with Mr. Thompson. And I also liked to going sledding with Mr. Zeiss and you in this past Christmas year. It's going to be hard to forget this place. I have had some great teachers at Gow. It's too many to list right now. They know who they are. Thank you. I want to give a special thanks to you, Mr. Brown and Ms. Mirsky, for getting me into college, and Mr. Gullo, you have not been only my physics teacher, but also my life coach. Thank you. I want to thank Rafi, too. He has always had my back through the hard times. Mom and Dad, thanks for letting me be at Gow. You have given me the courage to be myself and let me choose my own future. Thank you. I see a lot of good smiles in front of me. Thank you to all the parents who made a big move for your children's physical, mental, and social health. Oh, and I did get to use that CNC machine this year. Alfred, here I come.
Thank you. Way to go, Bora.
Thank you.
Thaddeus Nicholson.
Wow, I can't believe I made it here. Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Thaddeus Kimmel Nicholson, and I have attended the Gow School for 6 long and glorious years, filled with memories and especially some tomfoolery. I would like to first thank my grandfather. Without him, I would not have been able to attend this wonderful institution. Second, I want to thank my mom and my sister, especially you, sis, for coming up here to the frozen tundra of hell for 3 years of college to keep an eye on me. Dad, I wish you were able to join us for this eventful day. Indeed, I think you'll be proud of the man that I have become. Goms, thank you for showing me the ropes and teaching me important life skills. To the boys back home, I love y'all so much. Yes, you too, Caleb. Can't wait to mess around and catch up for lost time. I also can't wait to see what the future has for us all. Y'all mean so much to me. You have no idea. Mr. Roush, I'm gonna miss not seeing you next year in OE. I'll remember our camping trips every day. What is your rosebud and thorn? Mrs. Chafin, thank you for being my gal mom and helping me get my act together, even though I was a pain in the butt. Can't forget about you, Doc.
You have helped me through so much, and being my gal dad and telling me what not to do and letting me just vent. I'm gonna miss coming to your office and bothering you. But hey, I'll at least get those emails done. Kieran, I remember when we first bonded. It was over radios with Private Cowboy. Then we became each other's rocks. We joined the fire hall together and be in our race. Life's been good for us both. Owen, I'll miss wrestling you and all the shenanigans we did together. You're all my brothers, and I'll miss not seeing you next year. Let's go get 'em, brother. Eva, you're an amazing person filled with brightness and joy. And thank you for stumbling in on my life. I'll miss our hikes together in the woods and just spending time with you. Faith, Austin, y'all are awesome. I'm gonna miss y'all. I'm gonna miss joking around with y'all and going on hikes. And Austin, I'm gonna miss wrestling you. And remember, I'm a bad influence, but damn, I'm fun. Mr. Sweet, you're the OG. I hope that you've enjoyed the pain I gave you when you left. Mr. Fisher, thank you for joking around with me to get me through my day. Nurse Kathy, I'll miss coming to your office and telling you what part of the body I hurt this time. At least there's no snow to go sledding into a tree down south. Thank you to everyone who has helped me get along the way. You know you are, Rob. My final note to pass to everyone. Live long and party hard.
Trek Wilday.
Thanks. Trek, meaning to take a journey. Fitting name for me if you've seen my time at Gow. Being the penultimate, or at least what my old man calls it, or the second to last speaker, is an honor given to students who have been at Gow for so long. And it's been a long, long time. I believe it's a chance to give a little advice and some hope to those at the school. You're probably tired to listening to 2.5-minute speeches, but just bear with me. Those who might be struggling, follow my group of friends and stick with them. For me, the best moments at Gow have been with my friends, especially the politician and the gremlin. I mean, Peter and Sebastian. I always get those names picked up. Yeah. They have been always the best two friends that have kept me bolted to the ground. Never forget your friends, as they are the group who will support you through Gow and make life and time fly faster. Always remember, too, that there are people always fighting for you. And if you look forward, the path only gets clearer. Each step you take allows the light to shine on the opportunities that present to yourself. To find hope, you must continue and push into that light. I believe that you can find happiness and peace, as all it takes is to look ahead and push yourself forward. When I think of what pushes me forward, I think of one of my favorite quotes. If happiness had a form, what would it look like? It must look like something like glass, because no one doesn't notice it normally. However, it is there. As proof, if you look at it from a different angle, the glass will reflect light. It will state its presence and existence more eloquently than any other thing in this world. To me, this quote means, if you look for happiness, you will find it. This happiness will remind you that there will always be people to help you on your journey, and all it takes is a simple glance to find them. I want to thank everyone who helped me on my journey, or my trek, especially my mom and dad. I can say I'm by far the best Wilday to graduate from this place. At least when it comes to the white hairs on his head, though that may have been caused in my earlier childhood. The next part of my trek is going to be Muskingum University to study psychology and business. So one last thanks to the school and my family. Asage luck, and let's finish these speeches.
Courtney, come on back. And Aksana, you can do this too, because you already got your diploma, so come on down. Come on. Yeah.
Congratulations, Chuck. Great speech. Thank you. Congratulations. Love the word penultimate. And last but not least, Megan Young.
Thank you, Mr. Andrews. Good morning. My name is Megan Young. I'm from Clarence, New York, and I've been in Gow for 6 years. In the fall, I'm going to Mercer University, where I'll be studying early education. Some of the best times at Gow were making memories in Ellis Dormitory and going on ski trips in the winter. Spending time with my friends in the dorm and on the ski hill was a great stress relief for me. Living in the dorm has helped me prepare for college. I will never forget the memories I have made at Gow with some great friends and teachers. I will miss being able to make these memories with you all. I would like to recognize Mr. Chafin, Mr. Garvey, Mrs. Baus, and Mr. Menace for always believing in me when I wanted to give up myself. I want to thank my parents and my brother for being my biggest support through the years. My parents always told me to never give up, and every day I live by these words. I never thought I would like to thank my first grade teacher, and Miss Knapp, for making me realize I want to be a teacher after college. Finally, my advice for my fellow Govians: push yourself to reach your full potential. Thank you.
Okay, seniors, we didn't get a chance to rehearse this, but in a couple seconds we'll do the traditional hat toss. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor to present the graduates of the Gow School, class of 2021.
All right, have a seat. As we finish out, we have a few more traditions we like to do. This is the Peter Gow Junior Award in honor of the founder of the school. This award is the highest honor a student in the upper school can receive. It is presented to that student who, through character and achievement, has contributed most to the success of the school year. It gives me great pleasure to present the Peter Gow Junior Award to Ben Welcher. Students, you're about to be welcomed to the Alumni Association. Alan, are you here? He is. Thank you for doing this, and congratulations for your son's graduation here.
It's an honor to be part of today's Gow School graduation. As the father of Charlie, who's graduating today, I'm a proud member of the class of 1987. It's truly impressive to see the evolution and changes that have occurred over the last few decades. After Gow, I graduated from the University of Kansas School of Medicine. As a pathologist, I'm the president of an anatomic and clinical laboratory in Lewiston, Idaho. I know these successes are possible because of the Gow School. The incredibly patient teachers, the discipline and study skills we learned here, and the expectation of success are values that I use every day. I'm proud to be a Govian. It is my honor to welcome these young men and women behind me to the Gow School Alumni Association. By following the pillars of Gow, honesty, hard work, kindness, and respect, they have earned diplomas from a school that truly challenges the students and changes lives. To the alumni and families in the audience, please remember that each of us has the responsibility to support our school that has given us so much. To the graduates behind me, please be part of this school. Attend Gow events around the country, come back to visit campus, and keep in touch with the development office. Most importantly, know that Gow is always an email, a Facebook post, or a LinkedIn message away. On behalf of the 2,500 alumni that have attended Gow since 1926, it is my honor to congratulate you on your many accomplishments and welcome the class of 2021 to the Gow School Alumni Associations.
Awe-inspiring Govians and gathered assembly, will you pray with me? Holy, eternal one, thank you for your presence here among us today and for the many gifts that you have bestowed upon each one of us, and especially upon this graduating class of 2021. Be with them now as they set forth on their journey through life. Guide and protect them each and every day. Give them a sense of joy and wonder in all that they encounter. May your love keep friendships alive and the character of this place in their hearts. May the spirit of forbearance and daring fill their sails, and may the pillars of kindness, respect, honesty, and hard work strengthen them on their way. Bless them, Holy One, and bless each one of us this glorious day and forever. And let all the people say together, Amen.
Thank you, Mother Ann. We have a closing song. Mr. Anderson's going to lead us through, and Mr. Brown, we always look to your voice to lead us. I would invite all of you to stand for this closing song. Lyrics will be found on the back. Lyrics on the back of your program. There we go.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. with God as our Father, brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Time to finish. And now we do finish. Bear and dare. With a bold spirit, a positive mental attitude, hope with action, and grateful hearts. All of us did our parts to overcome challenges this year. Soon you can do your victory dance and get back to your hard work. Mr. Piper, it's time to fill that thing up. The diplomas are conferred, signed. The class of 2021 can launch. Mr. Vice Chairman, it's now my duty to officially declare the 2020-2021 school year over.